Hope you're doing well today. Hope you have nothing but good health, prosperity, a strong mindset, and a healthy vision for the future. Let's talk about money. Money. Let's talk about the stages of how your money works. All right, so let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about the stages of making money. Money circulates in the ecosystem of society, and the only way to make money is to have someone else give it to you. Now, obviously, we want to make sure that we do it in a way where people give us money consensually. If you steal money, you end up going to jail and it's not fun and you don't want to be there. But you create that opportunity for people to give you money when you show value. Getting a job is a whole different conversation because in this economy, it's way, way more difficult than it used to be. But let's say you do get a job, right? Now this company is going to give you money. That's the first stage of wealth generation. You're exchanging your time to get money. Some people work 4-hour shifts. Some people work 8-hour shifts. But at the end of the day, when you exchange your time directly for money, now you're capped, right? So you're capped at your hourly rate or your salaried rate, right? If you work at Walmart as a cashier or something, I don't know, just an entry-level position, you're only paid as long as you're doing cashiering at Walmart. So the next step that you want to focus on to be able to actually create more income is through results. This is what businesses do. And also certain fields like sales or something. Create the product or have a service that gives them that result. So now your income is tied to performance. If you make mattresses, right, and you sell mattresses, I just thought of mattresses because I'm in my room, but you sell mattresses, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to make the mattress. Once you make that mattress and you sell it for like $1,000, now you get $1,000 and your customer gets a mattress. This way of making money is a lot riskier because now you go from stability and consistency, having that guaranteed shift or job, into instability or inconsistency because you have to build up a clientele. As long as you deliver your service on time and people enjoy your service and they recommend and they stick with it, you have a lot more spare time to do other things. They just rely on results. That's all they want. Results-based income generation. So you have more time freedom, but you're still stuck to having to work to some capacity to be able to generate income. Stage 3 is where you've saved enough money where your money can start working for you. Now, investments is a very broad term. It covers a lot of different ways of putting your money into vehicles that make you more money. Most people are aware of saving, right? Saving money, you take a chunk of your income, you put it into a bank account, into a savings account, and then you kind of just let it sit. You take a large sum of your net worth, that's ideally liquid, and you put it into something that will pay you back. And you have like 100 grand, 100K saved. Now you take that 100K or a portion of it and you invest it into, let's say, real estate. You have people now who are renting your property off of the down payment from your 100K. Now you have people paying the rent. The rent obviously is going to have some streamline towards your income because they're paying to use your real estate, your area, your property, your belongings. Passive income is on a spectrum. We could talk about that another time, right? Because right now we're in a money making kind of era, bro. It's the money arc. The first stage is a little iffy, right? Because you got to be working in the right industry. The second stage is a lot more realistic to have to help you build wealth or income, because you have more flexibility in that aspect. But the third stage is where the real financial flexibility happens, because now you don't even have to put in your own time to be able to make money. Your money is a tool, right? How you spend it makes or breaks the trajectory of your life. If you take your money and you buy things that don't give you a return on investment, it's a waste of money. And I'm not saying a return on investment is always financial, because buying a trip or buying like some time with your family or whatever, these are things that are a return investment in a different context. But when you go and you buy clothes, or you go and buy things for the sake of impressing other people, that hard-earned money that you made goes to waste. And the people who really make it financially are the ones who put their money into vehicles that buy them more time. And once they have that time, then they can build and self-develop and do other things that give them joy. So let's focus on being financially smart this year. All right? Watch this video, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.